Welcome back, guys. So, because of the baseball that was happening last week,
Yes.
Masked Singer wasn't on Wednesday. They moved it to Sunday. So we got a special episode Sunday. We have another new episode tomorrow night.
Okay, very good. Very
whammy.
good. Whammy.
So, if you remember, let me recap. Last time, remember how I said the Lambs were Wilson Phillips?
The Lambs.
Oh,
I'm still convinced they are. I should have made a large, high-dollar bet on this because I'm so confident.
I don't know where you would make that bet.
I don't either.
You could surely find somebody to bet with you.
Do I know any loan sharks? I don't know anybody. So tonight, Sunday night, they introduced two new characters to compete against the Lambs.
Okay.
Up first, shall we listen to the Walrus?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
If it's lambs, should we just call them sheep?
You are like over my head right now.
I don't know, Natalie.
Is that
Because here on the thing it says the Lambs.
I know, but I was
The
just thinking, why don't we call them sheep?
Natalie, you are so smart. You're blowing my mind.
No,
right
I
now.
don't know.
Okay, they're babies.
Okay.
Okay, take a look to the Walrus.
I love this outfit.
Just go ahead now, and if you like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now, and if you wanna buy me flowers, just go ahead now, and if you like to talk for hours, just go ahead now.
That little bird.
Come on, yeah. I did it. Marry him or marry me. I'm the one that loves you, baby.
So, okay,
That voice
Jake.
is really different.
Jake just said that voice is familiar. Now, here's the thing, Jake. I may know who this is. I don't want to say anything yet, but I would think, I don't know if this person, genre-wise, decade-wise, meets up with Jake's age range. I don't know that, but I'm glad that Jake said he sounded familiar because I also thought the same thing. And I am aware of this person.
I don't think he's a singer.
Can I tell you, when he was a little boy, he was a very good singer.
Really?
That's all I'm going to say. That's a hint.
Yeah, I don't think he's probably a singer either, but I like that song and I think he did a good job.
I think it's a catchy song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
very good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the Walrus, I have to say, I don't know why I say it like that. There was the milkshake. Okay, let's take a look at the milkshake. Jump on it, jump on. By the way, we did this dance in college.
Not a singer either.
Jump on it. We did this in college.
Yeah.
We
It's just some high school dances with this.
That's so funny. Oh, yeah.
It's
They're
so
doing
much.
the
I
same
know.
thing.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
There's a dance to the song.
Yeah.
And you do your hips.
Yeah.
And you jump on it.
There's more to this song than what there's.
Yes, that was a clip.
Oh.
Okay, I was
You
gonna
mean more
say,
to the
well,
dance or more
Well, no,
to the
but like there's other words to the song, but the dance goes with it.
So,
but I
you know
felt
what?
like
This version he's doing is the version I know from college.
Okay.
Where they listed every major city. So when they got to your city, like if you were out and about at a club,
really jumped on it.
everybody would scream and
Okay,
bump
yeah.
on it, jump
Okay,
on
gotcha,
it.
gotcha.
Like it was a huge thing.
Okay.
So I do like that song. Now I'm out of breath. I apologize. Okay, so then,
Was this their first time on the show?
yes,
Okay.
those are the two new characters this week.
All right.
Okay.
Now, bringing up reigning champs from last week, the Lambs.
Oh, you can't go up against the Lamb.
We'll listen to this.
Isn't it ironic?
Lana Storm sang.
Here, listen.
It's like praying on your wedding day. It's the zero.
This is kind of that time frame too. You're thinking, like when they were big.
Yeah, ish, yeah. That's probably a little after them. I think Wilson Phillips being early 90s. And I think
Mid-90s?
You're right, though. No, you're right. Yeah.
Well,
that harmony.
Here's the other thing I have a problem with, and I mean seriously.
Tell us, Kelly.
Natalie, I think
tell.
I will. Okay, so you can't compare three voices to one voice. First of all, you just can't. I think it's unfair because to me, three-part harmony is just gonna win always.
Although it didn't work for Hanson. And Hanson should have won,
Yeah,
my
I
opinion.
know. Like you
harmony.
said, maybe they just thought,
Who
maybe they
beat
just needed to
Hanson?
be somewhere. And
Who beat Hanson?
Oh, gosh, I have to Google it. I don't remember.
Hanson was like my I still
Yeah.
their Christmas album's the best I've ever heard.
yeah, it's so
It
good.
makes me happy.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Christmas. Anyway, I agree with you,
Yeah.
Kelly. I'm
But
not
again, obviously on Masked Singer, it's not always that. Maybe it has to do with where these people need to be next.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't stay on the show that
Ooh,
long or
that's a good
something,
point.
you know. But
Okay,
I just
Well,
think,
so-
clearly they were much better than the Walrus. and
So
the
of
Walrus.
these three, then, we have to send somebody home right now. Of the three.
Milkshake.
Okay, milkshake.
Milkshake.
You agree?
Yes.
Sorry, guys,
Okay.
you're wrong. It's the Walrus.
The Walrus.
Now, let's see if we
Disagree.
real. And Jake, see if this, who it is, rings a bell to who you think it might have been. I'm curious to see what Jake thinks since he thought familiar.
Actor, singer, and TV icon, Joey Lawrence.
Joey Lawrence.
What's up, man?
Joey Lawrence.
You remember Joey?
Yes.
Whoa! From Blossom.
Joey, yes.
From Blossom. He was also, there he looks like when he was younger.
Yes.
He was also on, here I'm gonna throw back. He
He's
was
really
a kid actor on the show Gimme a Break with Nell Carter.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I loved that show.
Doesn't he have a famous brother?
Joey and, Joey Lawrence and his other brother.
Matthew?
Matthew Lawrence, yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
So I've loved him because he was also on like Joey and Melissa.
Yeah.
Had a-
Yeah, he was always on like those Tiger Beat
Yeah,
magazines.
yeah, exactly.
But when he was a little kid, he used to sing with Nell Carter on that show.
Oh,
He had a great
wow.
voice
Oh,
when he was
that's
little.
amazing.
He had that little bowl
I
haircut.
thought he did okay.
Yeah. I like Joey Lawrence. I've been a fan. So
I
was
think the
like,
judges chose wrong.
I agree, Natalie.
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
Milkshake should have gone home.
jump on it. Jump on it. Okay, so now we have the battle royale between
Oh.
Milkshake and the lamb/sheep.
Good luck, Milkshake.
And
That's
let
all
me
I'm
just say,
If he's not singing, if my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, I quit. I quit.
well, let me just say, when you watch this,
That's what I was expecting.
I
It
know,
is.
right?
Yeah.
You're gonna see why the Milkshake rapped the first song. Take a look.
Hurt me, don't hurt me no more. What is love?
So he was singing, "What is love, baby?" Don't-" Okay.
Seriously, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. Gosh.
I'm just saying that's
I'm quitting
real
the
sin-
show if they don't make the right decision.
Okay, so guys, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me.
Of the Milkshake and the Lambs, who should be sent home?
Well, I'd say the milkshake.
Let me think. Oh, I don't know.
Guys,
Milkshake.
The judges got it right.
Oh,
The
God.
Milkshake was sent home. I think the Lambs.
Did you know who it was? Clearly, hopefully it's not a singer. Is it a singer?
I'll be honest. I know who it is, and I still don't know who it is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Milkshake.
NFL star running back.
Oh, he's tall.
Le'Veon Bell, a running back from
He's
the
an
NFL.
athlete.
Steelers.
Okay.
I did not see this.
You know what? Good for him for trying.
Yeah, that's good.
Try something different.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta write these down, guys. I forgot.
okay, write it down.
I don't even know how to spell Le'Veon Bell. Okay, Le'Veon.
Wasn't there a little
O-N,
L-
probably.
L-
There, Joey Lawrence. My handwriting is terrible, but we got that down.
Okay,
now.
gotcha.
Okay, so I already did write in Wilson Phillips for the Lambs. I'm that confident.
Because
Okay.
you know.
And if I'm
we're not
wrong,
gonna find out.
I'm going to be in the fetal position, crying on the
Devastated.
floor.
Devastated.
I will be home in deep depression, needing therapy.
Do you know what day that will be? Do I need to get some help on the show?
Yes, you do. But I'm telling you.
I
okay,
don't want you to be wrong, but I just want to see your reaction if you were.
If you were wrong, you just want to see the reaction.
I will go on a TikTok, Facebook rant in that moment. I'll video a live reaction once
Okay.
this happens.
Okay.
Because here's what's happening next, guys. So the Lambs now go up in the semifinals with the Harp.
Oh.
So the Harp, who I think is Amber Riley, will be the Wilson Phillips. Now, coming up next on Wednesday, we have these 3 new characters competing, and then the winner will go against these 2, and that winner will go against these 2. Then we're to the semifinals.
I'm
Okay.
excited to see Snowstorm. I just like that costume.
Yes. Can I also just say, here's some great news. Here's the breaking news. Here's what's so exciting, guys. So on Sunday night, it was Masked Singer and then Lego Masters.
Oh.
Guess what?
Our boys
Our
are
friends
still
still on there?
Not only are they still on it, they won again. 2 weeks in a row, they've won the main challenge.
awesome.
Yay.
So Brendan and Greg, Brendan is our local
Yes.
Springfield boy, and his brother Greg, still in it, won 2 challenges in a row.
I think they're going to
so
win the whole
humble
thing.
when
Yes,
he
he was
came in.
very. I think he's going to win the whole thing.
I'm just so happy. Yay, go Springfield.
Yay,
go Missouri.
Come on,
Yes,
you need
all
to
right.
bring Legos for us to play with.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, if they win, we need to have him back on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
Go Brendan and Greg.
Yes,
I was
that's
so
wonderful.
happy for them.
Yeah.
That is cool.